Patrick McDavid, he's got a big show, and I think he's somewhat of a grifter. I don't mind Vinny on there so much. The old guy's okay, but that Adam Sosnick is he's unwatchable, somewhat deplorable. And by the way, if something bad happened to him, there's the disclaimer you say all the time now, I'd feel bad for his family. I really would, just like Charlie Kirk. Okay, but sometimes you do understand when you hate someone so much. Anyway, don't advocate violence. That's first and foremost. However, Candace Owens used to be a part of Turning Point, one of the founders with Charlie Kirk. He was the impetus behind this all. JC's in the chat. Welcome here. Lainey Haberdach's in here as well. A lot of Jacques Silo strategy going on with the right. Ultimately, some of it is necessary. Yeah, I get it. And then maybe but that's not going to be my conversation today. That's for someone else. Steven Crowder came out and he's advocating violence. Is he? I don't know. It's a little bit nuanced what he was saying, and I just wouldn't go down that route. I wouldn't. But anyway, here we are. So Patrick McDavid, he's, I just think he's not great. He hires completely wankers, and then people keep coming to his show. Fine. But I'm talking about this mostly because of the conversation. So he has Eric Bolling on. Now, if you don't know Eric Bolling, he prided himself as some sort of amazing financial guy. He was on Fox News for a little while. I think they got rid of him. There was some issues of him diddling some chicks and whatnot. There was a tragedy. His son took some drugs and they were laced with fentanyl. I believe this is correct. It's just bull coming out of my memory. And his son had an OD. Okay, tragic situation, something you should never want to deal with. With that said, condolences to him and everything, but he is kind of a piece of shit, okay? I felt bad for him at the time, but I'm also like, I don't like him. And then he left Fox and he's been doing, podcast shit or whatever. He looks horrible. Now, so Patrick McDavid has him on here. And by the way, let me know how the volumes are, because I'm going to play this and I think it should be loud enough to come from YouTube. But if it's not, let me know.
Great to be on with you. We got Eric Bolling in the house, and we got a lot of story to cover with you guys. And the interesting thing about Eric is, Eric, you sit on the board of Turning Point USA, and you have to announce the assassination attempt and the assassination when he died live while you were doing your show.
Yep. Yeah, it was live. We came on.
Okay, so he looks horrible. But I want to say that the point I'm playing here is, you're a board member of Turning Point USA. He doesn't deny it, and then he goes on as if...
You're on the board of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Okay, when's the last time you saw Candace Owens?
I'm on the board. Let's go back here once again.
You're on the board of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Okay, when's the last time you saw Candace Owens?
In person?
Yeah.
2015,
Oh,
2016.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. No,
when's the last time she was at a Turning Point event?
Not in many years.
Okay, so let's... without even being...
We just saw that. Let's play it once again. We're going to start it over here with Candace Owen. She hasn't been in years.
I told that I was not allowed to speak at AmFest. The donors were making threats, but I went on tour with Turning Point last year. It's still on their website. This is the strangest thing. We could pull up this website.
There you go. 2024. Candace Owens going on tour with Charlie Kirk. There you go. So let's keep going with these buffoons. Bollinger said he was a TPUSA, let me get this here, a TPUSA board member, right? So we need to take a look at this. Okay, so here's what he tweeted. He actually said, as a longtime board member, TPUSA, I cannot express how much I know TPUSA will survive and thrive again. RIP Charlie Kirk, da-da-da-da. And then he shows this, this thing. Now, it doesn't say board member, it says honorary board. Okay, this is not if you got to put on your, I don't know if it's 501c3 forms, taxes, and you say voting, right? This is an honorary board. Ambassador Richard A. Grinnell, okay, Colonel Alan West, Dr. Sebastian Gorka, Lord have mercy, and Eric Bolling. So he's definitely associated, but this is Bill Cosby getting a degree, or some other person that never graduated college getting a doctorate out of college that they didn't go to. They feel good about it, right? It doesn't mean he's actually a doctor. It doesn't mean he's actually a board member. He's an honorary board member, okay? So with that in mind, there you go. There's Eric Bolling. He's claiming he's a board member multiple times. We've had that. We already did that. So I decided to ask Grok board members for Turning Point USA. It gave me a list. And then I'm like, hey, because it said, here's the new ones. So TPUSA board members prior to September 18, when they just voted Erica in, because Erica now is the chairman of the board, CEO. And here it is: David Engelhart, Doug DeGroot, Mike Miller, Tom Sadoika, and then an unnamed fifth director, not explicitly detailed in the transmission. But it's not Eric Bolling. So Eric Bolling lied multiple times about being a board member. I'm sorry, you're not a board member. They think that you're actually have something to do with it. You are an honorary board member, and it's not the same thing. Now,